Hello students, welcome to Nilagiri Degree and PG College YouTube channel. In previous videos, we have discussed how to write a sample Java program and how to execute the Java program. We have discussed the elements of the Java program. Elements means what is static, what is public, why main method is public and static. So today I am giving another example of Java program, a simple basic program. In every programming language, either studied in C language, C++, they written a program how to add two numbers in that programming language. Similarly, in Java, I am writing a program how to add two numbers. How to add two numbers. When you are going to write a program, first of all, you have to know mainly what are the variables we require, what are the data types of the variables, and what operations. You have to consider what is we have to discuss. You have to know first what is the input, what is the process, what is the output. Before going to write any program, we have to concentrate on these three things. What does the program explain this? If you identify these things, it is easy to write a programming language if you know the syntax. But if you know the syntax, but we don't know this one, it is not able to write the program. So before writing a program, first you have to concentrate on these three things. First, what is the input? We have to give two numbers, say A comma B. So what is the data type of A comma B? Assume that those are the integer numbers. What is the process? We have to perform sum operation. What is the operation for sum? Plus operator. So you have to write A plus B. Next, what is the output? We have to print sum is equal to some value you have to display. So that means whenever you add these two numbers has to be assigned to another variable. The result of these two variables is assigned to another variable, say C. Now I am displaying the C value here. That means we require three variables here, A, B, C. So when you are adding to integer, the result is also integer. So that we have to declare the three integer variables, and we have to take the value of these three integers. We have to read the A value and we have to read the B value, and then that is the input. And process is C is equal to A plus B. Output is we have to write. Display sum is equal to value. Now we know the process. Now we have to write the program. Okay, how to write a sample CL, a program in Java? Every program starts with main method. Every program execution starts with the main method. But in Java is a purely object-oriented programming language. That means main method also must reside inside of the class definition. So that first we have to define a class, then class name. What is the class name we have to give? Because this performing the sum operation, I am giving sum. The class name always tell what the program. It is suggested to do like that. It is not a rule. It is not a mandatory. For example, instead of class name, instead of sum, I have given Nilagiri. It also works. But it is better to give a class name that describes what the program, what it contains. Okay. So I am giving here class name as a sum. Here S is also small here. Next, opening brace. Next, public. Next, we have to write the main method definition. So actually main method will always public space, static space, void space, main. The main method will take parameters. The main method will take a parameter. In C language, in C++, main method may take parameters, may not be take parameters. That is optional. But in Java, the main method will take parameter, that is a mandatory. What type of parameter? It will take a string type parameters. A array of string it will take. That's why I'm giving AR. So once again, here AR is a array variable name. AR is a array variable name. Whatever we can give. No need to require as it is AR only. Here you can write also just Nilagiri. But here variable name is Nilagiri. AR is a variable name. Array variable name. Variable name may be anything, but it is meaningful. It is a way of giving AR is array. That's why I am giving AR. Next, opening brace. Next, so this is the starting point. Next, what we have to do? What is the input? We have to first declare three variables. Integer data type I am taking. A, so data type space variable name, comma B, comma C, semicolon. Like in all programming language, in Java also, every statement ends with the semicolon. You already know in C language, in C++ also, every statement ends with the semicolon. Next, we have to know what is the A value, what is the B value, how to read the values. In C language, we are used scanf to read a function. Scanf function is there to read the values. In C++, there is a C function is there to read the values. But in Java, there is no function there. There is no. In Java, in C language, both used. In C language, scanf and C both use the concept of pointers to read the values. But we already studied Java does not support the pointer. So that reading the values, reading the integer values directly not possible in a programming language, Java. So there are some predefined classes are there, some predefined methods are there. So initially I am taking directly some values A is equal to 15, B is equal to 20. Because reading values, that means input and output operation functions are there. In second unit, we will discuss there only. Up to there, from first unit to second unit, up to there, we will directly are taking here. I am not reading any input from the user. I am not reading any input from the user, directly I am taking the values. Now, we know this is the input. We know the input. Now directly we can make a process. What is the process? Addition of two numbers. C is equal to A plus B. What happened here? First A value and B value will be added. The result is assigned to the variable C. Now we have to print the sum. System. What is the output function? Output method is println. Output method is println, which is in out class, which is in system package. So the system dot out dot println. So this is the output statement. The Java authors define the output statement, but they are not defined the input statement system dot in dot scanning like that. They are not defined. They have defined some functions or the read line method is there. Read line method is there. Read integer method is there. So some methods are there. Those will be discussed in the second unit input and output class. So up to now, sum is. So what the output has displayed? We are displaying like this. Sum is equal to then the value of C. The value of C. So sum, it is a string value. So is equal to sum is equal to plus C1. Then main method definition close, class definition. Here we require some explanation. Most of the students confuse here. So because in C language, where in C++, were written output statements differently, in Java differently. Java is a purely object-oriented programming language. Java is a purely object-oriented programming language. We already studied that system.out.println is an output statement that will take only string values. That will only string values. So that string values, this is a inverted commas. Double quotation means it is a string. But what is the C here? C is the integer data type. So we have to display that. So for example, A is 15, B is 20, then C is equal to 35. So what will display? Sum equal to 35. We know this one, but we don't know this value is stored in the variable C. That means we have to convert this 35 also. We have to convert this 35 also into string format and join this one into this string. Sum equal to, this is a one string here, C is the integer variable. This is a one string here, this is a C integer. Now what happened? First, one string and integer both are joined. Here plus perform the addition operation. Here the plus perform the join operation. Here now C also converted into the string, and that string and this string will be joined, and output will be passed to the parameter is passed to the println method that will be displayed on the monitor. So that's why I am using the plus operator. Here the plus operator joins. So this and this will be joined and will be displayed here. Next, if it is integer, so for example, I written like this. System dot out dot println 10 plus 20. I written like this. What happens? It does not display 10, 20. It displays 30. Here it joins, but it performs addition because 10 and 20 both are integers. For example, I wrote like this. I give a double quotation to the 10. Now what is the output? This is the output. Because here 10 is a string, automatically 20 will also be converted into the string and both are joined. If you remove the double quotation, the output is 30. If you put the double quotation, the output is 10, because now here 1020 is a string, here 30 is an integer. Here when there is a double quotation, that will perform the join operation. When there is no double quotation, those will be treated as the integers. The integers are added. Okay? So that is the plus operator within the output. Here also 10 plus 20, 30. The t will be converted to the string and will be displayed here. 10 plus 20, 30, 30 will be converted into string and the value will be displayed. Here also sum and C. The value of C, what is the value of C? 35. That will be converted to the string and joined with the sum is equal to, the total is sum is equal 35. That will be passed to the printer. So that is the way of processing of the printer. That is the meaning of the plus operator. That means operator is the same, that is the plus. Here it will perform the addition operator, here it will perform the join operator. The same operator behaves differently at different situations depending on the data we are passing. The same operator, the plus, here behave like a join operation. The same operator here behave like an addition operator. Because if the string parameter is one parameter string, but here the parameters are the integer. So that is called as a polymorphism. We have discussed already with C++ in the second set. So this is a sample Java program. Write down this program in your notebook and try to write a homework program, that is to find area of a rectangle. Try to write a program for area of a rectangle and post in WhatsApp group. Write the program to find area of a rectangle. So area of a rectangle means we require two variables L, B, and the result will be displayed A. Assign any value. L is equal to 5, B is equal to some 3, whatever you do. Now A is equal to, what is the formula? F area of a rectangle. You know that one, right there. So simple area, we have declared the 3 variables. Take your own values and set from the calculation system dot out dot println area of a rectangle is equal to plus whatever the variable is there, that will be. So write the program of this one and post in WhatsApp group. Dear students, try to practice whatever the given class in the video. So mostly the classwork may not start presently. So whatever the videos are posting in the WhatsApp group, please go through the links and learn and make practice. Learn and make practice. Don't think that this is only for entertainment. This is only for time passing. So already academic year 2020-21 was started. The syllabus is also going on. Please make perfect. Please make practice. If you have any doubts, post in the WhatsApp group. But don't post unnecessary things. Post whatever the subject. Okay. So in the next class, we will see type conversion. In the next video, we will discuss type conversion.